Independently of the place that money takes on your list of priorities, we all can agree that working 8 hours a day only for the money, it's terrible. I mean, don't get me wrong, but wouldn't you enjoy more your life if you could have the freedom of deciding your day from the first to the last hour? You can still work and that's completely fine, but what about having the freedom to take a day off simply because you want it? Or to retire the day you decide to? To be wealthy, you'll need some specific skills, so in today's video I'll show you 4 useful skills you'll need to have to become wealthy. You're watching Successology and let's get into the video. More than fast cars or big mansions, I see wealth as freedom. And no, being wealthy doesn't solve all your problems, but being forced to work for money or being poor doesn't solve any. So the first skill that's needed for being wealthy is accounting. Not the professional side, but the ability to read numbers. This ability could be a game changer when it comes to making business. Understanding the strong points and the weaknesses of a business could help you to decide to invest in it or to create one without making the same mistakes. That ability to read numbers will help you to understand the news about taxes, inflation, and some other important numbers that might interfere with your investments and businesses. It may sound boring, but trust me, it's more important than it seems. The book I advise you to read about this subject, it's called Profit First. It's a great help. Secondly, your investments. Here's the skill of making money. On the stock market, real estate, crypto, NFTs, garage sales, it doesn't matter which one you choose. But you have to know how to make money. If you don't know how to make it, you will need a huge salary to be wealthy. But if you do, your job is temporary and it doesn't even matter how much money your salary is, because you can create money yourself. There are a lot of ways of making money nowadays, you just have to be able to completely understand some of those ways and master them. And maybe get to know people that know more about investing than you to give you some insights. Money Master the Game is the book I advise you to read about investing. But investing is all about timing and seeing opportunities. That leads us to the next one, which is understanding the markets. You need to understand what are the fundamentals that move the market and how you can try to predict things that will happen. Let's take a look at the stock market for this example. Last week the Nasdaq 100 index fell 2.5% for a lot of reasons together, but mostly for something that history already showed us. Tech stocks are more sensitive to the moves in the yields. With that prediction, you would have a 2.5% opportunity on an index fund. Do you see what I mean? I've mentioned the stock market, but it could be the real estate market, crypto, or whatever it is. You will only see opportunities if you know enough to understand that it's an opportunity. And last but not least, you must know the law. People need to understand this. You don't need to overpay taxes. People, there are legal ways to avoid paying some taxes. But if you're not informed, Uncle Sam will never refuse a single dollar from you. Let's look at the index funds again. Let's say you want to buy an index fund. If you buy it in Vanguard, for example, Vanguard will charge you fees for it. But if you buy it in Fidelity, the fees might be different. So if both index funds from these two companies represent the same and you're buying the cheaper one, you're saving money. I'm not saying you should avoid paying taxes, but you should always avoid paying unnecessary taxes. And this isn't the only reason. What about places to open a physical business? Which country or city has the best tax code in your sector? These are just a few examples of why knowing the law will be useful, but there are a lot more. The fact is that independently of the strategy you choose for yourself to achieve wealth, learning these skills will save you time and money for sure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and check out the other videos on my channel. I'm sure you will enjoy them. For now, I finished my video here. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. This was Successology here. You'll never be average again. Peace.